The twin suns of Elkara dip behind jagged mountains, casting the alien world in hues of violet and gold. In the distance, the obsidian spires of the Empress's citadel rose like talons scraping the sky. At its summit, Queen Seravyn of the Draqari Empire surveyed the training arena, her eyes narrowed. Before her stood her most prized weapon, Varnyx, the last living Skelldrake, a dragon bred for destruction, its albino scales glinting like razor-sharp ice. Varnyx had decimated planets, silenced rebellions, and broken armies. And now, after months of rest in the stasis chambers, the beast was ready to kill again. Seravyn raised her hand. Command test, initiate. A group of prisoners, captured rebels, were released into the arena. The queen smiled cruelly. Let the cleansing begin. Varnyx stirred, rising to its full height, towering like a mountain of bone and flame. The creature's roar shook the arena walls, and the rebels froze, paralyzed by fear. But then, a flicker of something strange. The dragon hesitated. Its nostrils flared, its head tilted ever so slightly, as if it had caught a scent long forgotten. From the shadows at the edge of the arena, a maintenance door hissed open. A figure in a grease-stained coat stepped into the light. Jace Rowan? Seravyn's voice was ice. Why is a human mechanic here? This is a royal trial. Jace didn't answer. He was staring at the dragon. Varnyx stared back. A low, guttural hum rumbled from its throat, not a growl, but something softer, almost familiar. Jace's brow furrowed. No way, he whispered. He stepped forward slowly, hand outstretched. Varnyx, Seravyn snapped. Kill him. The dragon's eyes flickered toward her, but it didn't move. Varnyx, she screamed. The beast let out a deafening roar, and then, to the astonishment of all, turned and bowed its head to Jace. The arena fell silent. Seravyn stood frozen, disbelief etched across her elegant face. Impossible. Jace took another step. He touched the dragon's snout, and it leaned into his hand like a cat greeting an old friend. He blinked, memory unlocking like a door long sealed. 10 years ago. Another world. A crash in the forest. A bleeding wing. A frightened, half-starved creature covered in white scales and stuck beneath metal wreckage. He'd been young then, just a freelance starship mechanic. He'd helped the creature, not knowing what it was. Repaired the wing with patchwork tech and salvaged alloy. Fed it scraps it had left in the night, and he'd almost convinced himself he'd imagined the whole thing. But now here it was, full-grown, a monster of the galaxy, but not to him. You remember me, he whispered. The dragon rumbled. Seravyn descended into the arena, fury radiating from her. You tamed my dragon? I didn't tame anything, Jace said calmly. I just helped it when it needed me. The queen's Talon fingers clenched. You dare bond with a creature of the throne? You will be executed for this. Let's not, Jace muttered. Then louder, Varnyx, stay. The dragon planted itself protectively in front of him. The Draqari soldiers surrounding the arena hesitated. No one had ever seen the Skelldrake disobey a direct command, let alone shield human. Seravyn's voice was sharp and shrill now. You don't understand what you've done. That dragon is not a pet. It's a weapon. It's bonded to the crown. My blood commands it. Apparently, Jace said dryly, your blood's not as persuasive as mine. The queen shrieked. Kill him. Draqari guards rushed forward, and Varnyx unleashed its fury. Not fire, but a concussive sonic roar that sent soldiers fly like leaves of storm. Jace ducked behind the dragon's leg, barely avoiding a stray pulse cannon shot. The queen fled back toward the citadel, but Varnyx leapt over crumbling walls in one graceful motion, landing with a crash that shattered the ground. She turned, eyes wide with panic. And for the first time in her life, Queen Seravyn of the Draqari Empire ran. Jace caught up moments later, winded. "Varnyx," he said, panting. "Don't kill her." The dragon stopped. It growled low and reluctant, but obeyed. Seravyn collapsed to her knees, glaring at him through strands of silver hair. "You're no one, just a human grease rat. How did you do this?" Jace shrugged. "You bred dragons to destroy. I just treated one like a friend." She spat. "You think this makes you powerful?" "No," he said. "It makes me responsible." That night, the citadel lay in ruins, abandoned by the royal court. News of the Skelldrake's disobedience spread like wildfire. Rebellions ignited across the empire. Worlds under Draqari control began to rise, emboldened by the knowledge that even the deadliest weapon in the galaxy had chosen kindness over command. Jace sat beside a campfire on the outskirts of the shattered palace grounds, staring up at the stars. Varnyx curled nearby, eyes half-lidded, breath warm. He tossed a wrench in his hands. "So, what now? You got a plan, big guy?" The dragon rumbled, nudging him gently. "Yeah, me neither." Footsteps approached from the shadows. A woman with a jagged scar across her cheek stepped into the firelight. "Jace Rowan?" He rose. "Depends who's asking." "Captain Alara Voss, Free Worlds Coalition." She extended a hand. "You're the man who turned a war dragon into a rebel ally. We could use you." He raised an eyebrow. "I'm a mechanic, not a revolutionary." She smiled. "You're a symbol now. The dragon follows you. That means people will too." Jace looked at Varnyx. "You okay with this?" The dragon snorted, smoke curling from its nostrils. "Guess that's a yes." Over the months that followed, Jace became something he'd never expected. A leader. With Varnyx at his side, systems once choked under Draqari rule broke their chains. He fixed ships, calmed fears, and reminded people that even monsters could change, and even nobodies could matter. Queen Seravyn was exiled, her empire dismantled one star at a time. And Varnyx, the albino terror once bred for war, became a guardian, flying over cities not to burn them, but to protect them. The galaxy changed. All because years ago, a tire mechanic knelt beside a broken-winged creature and whispered, "Don't worry, I'll fix you."